Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Massive Rex here. We're going to be talking about just eradicating poverty from Africa. Easy cheesy. GLM campaigning against poverty in Africa. We're still taking the talks of our brethren who is actually inspired and called upon to fight that and say, let's go. Dr. Ogbu.
I greet you all, my people. We are here inviting you to join the campaign against poverty in Africa. So, campaign against poverty in Africa is one important step that we need to take because of the high rate of poverty in Africa. If you look at the poverty statistics in Nigeria, you see that over the years that poverty have really grown for the past 10 or more years now. You look at the statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics. In 2004, we have about 54% of Nigerians living in poverty, and that is, you also have 61 to 69% in 2010. And if you look at the recent statistics that just have come out in 2012, you'll see that we have the record have hit about 71.5%. You see almost 24 million Nigerians, not to talk of other Africans, are living in abject poverty or absolute extreme poverty. About 24 million Nigerians are living in absolute poverty, despite the recorded growth in our economy. That's the GDP. Over the years, the GDP has really grown. The economy is growing, but it's a paradox that this is not translating to poverty reduction in Nigeria, because Nigeria is the largest oil producing or petroleum producing country in Africa. So what is the solution? In GLM, we try to find out the root cause of poverty and ways of addressing those shortfalls in people's life and also in the life of the community. So something needs to be done. That is why we come up with this anti-poverty initiative. We come up with this poverty campaign initiative to see what we can do to assist the government, to see what we can do to assist the people. The message is simple: our neighbors are poor. Let us do something to address the shortfalls in their life. We all need to join hands together as one big family to bring the needed change that we are crying and clamoring for every day. We're inviting you to join hands with us to help us eradicate the problems of poverty. Poverty in itself is the godfather of all problems in Nigeria. You see, and Nigerians today, they look themselves poorer because of the impact that the oil is making in their life. It's not making a positive impact. The crude oil actually belongs to everybody. That's the petroleum that we have in our country. I'm from the Niger Delta. I know what I'm talking about. You know, many youths out there, millions of youths don't have access to work. How are they going to earn the living? How are they going to earn money? How are they going to earn legitimate money? You know, where people graduate from the university for 3 years, for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, they don't have access to work. So when you continue to count the problems, the leads are endless. That is why we come up with this idea of poverty eradication strategy. In 2005-2007, we did a poverty research study. We embarked on a research study to really look at the problems and how people are facing them, and how we could also bring assistance to these people who are suffering from these problems. Campaign against poverty and poverty eradication programs that we are embarking on in Africa under the auspices of GLM. Our work is to help reduce the problems of poverty, to help alleviate the problems of poverty, and to help eradicate the problem of poverty.